What if I told you that setting goals is bad for your brain? What if I told you that it's the very thing that's probably keeping you stuck? At the end of every year, there's this avalanche of pressure to set these big goals for the new year, whether it's 2025, 2026, whatever. And as I'm reviewing my 2024 goals this month, I realized that goal setting is a scam. Let's be honest. You know the cycle as well as I do. You set these big ambitious goals, you start strong, and then life happens. You miss a day, you feel behind, you're avoiding everything you wanted. Cue the shame, the guilt, the fear, and the I'll try harder next year spiral. I was directly in the middle of this spiral when I realized that it doesn't have to be this way. So I asked myself, what's the one thing that would ensure I never get stuck in this trap ever again? And the answer, as always, is neuroscience. Okay? Here's the deal. Your brain isn't actually built to thrive on big, abstract goals. It thrives on systems, small, consistent actions that rewire how you show up every day. Today, I'll explain how skipping goal setting might be the best thing you could do for yourself and how systems can help you accomplish more with less. Oh, and just real quick, if you're new here, before I get too far in, I'm Cody. My degree is in cognitive behavioral neuroscience, and I'm trained in IFS psychotherapy. I spent over 22,000 hours studying the nervous system and the mind so that you don't have to, and I've helped thousands of people recover from trauma and improve their lives with neuroscience. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. Let's dive in real quick. At first glance, setting goals seems productive. I want to get fit. I want to double my income. I'll write that book. But here's the problem. Goals are destinations without clear pathways. Goals live in the future, and your brain is wired to prioritize immediate rewards. Big, abstract goals trigger your amygdala, your brain's fear center. Your nervous system sees the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, and it panics. Okay, this leads to a whole host of things. Freeze responses, so maybe you procrastinate. Fight responses, so maybe it's perfectionism. Okay, either way, you'll avoid starting or push yourself to burnout trying to be perfect. And if you're anything like me, you pinball between these two things. For some people, though, it's even harder. I've worked with a ton of all or nothing thinkers. Really common trait for anxious achievers, or the high achieving anxious types, okay? For you and for me and for them, missing a milestone means the whole entire thing is a failure because they're all or nothing thinkers. This triggers shame, guilt, fear, or avoidance. So instead of picking up where they left off, they quit altogether. It's wild, isn't it? I mean, really, who sold us on this traditional goal setting process anyways? It kind of sucks. So here's what I'm going to do instead. Maybe it'll work for you. First, let's redefine the game. Goals are the outcome you want. I want to run a marathon. Systems are the daily actions that make progress inevitable. I will run for 15 minutes every single morning. Okay? James Clear puts this perfectly. Love it. Here's where it comes from. Right? You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the levels of your systems. Okay? As an added bonus, systems or habits are far more superior to traditional goals from your brain's perspective. For starters, your brain reward system releases dopamine when you complete small, achievable tasks. Systems focus on those tasks, making progress feel good. Systems also reduce the brain's cognitive load on your brain. Instead of constantly thinking about the big goal, systems automate your actions. This conserves mental energy and makes consistency much easier. Finally, and most importantly, systems and daily habits change your identity. Yeah, you heard that right. Showing up daily for small actions or habits rewires your self-image. You stop thinking, I want to write a book, and you start to think, I am a writer. Okay, you're probably thinking this sounds too good to be true, but I can assure you, dear listener, that this is not the case. Okay, let's take an example. Let's say that your goal is to write a book in 2025 or whatever year it is. I guarantee without a system, you will feel overwhelmed. You'll avoid writing because you're not inspired, and you'll judge yourself for not being productive enough. Okay, now let's replace this goal with a system. Instead, start saying, I'll write 200 words every single day at 7 a.m. How's that for a smart goal? It's smart enough to not feel overwhelming, though. It reduces decision fatigue, meaning you know when and what to do. And you get a dopamine hit for showing up, regardless of how good the writing is. Over time, those 200 words add up to a finished book without the stress or pressure of having to finish